Hello, welcome James Kiddie. So you are the runner-up, so that means you're the finalist. So what did you play?
I played Cat 6, basically a title deck that is actually really good in Standard. And I had a lot of fun with it.
So what did you opt to play for this deck?
So do you want me to run through? We start with 3 locks because it's the key card of the deck and the deck doesn't function without it. It grabs anything and everything. One of the 3 CP locks as well, just in case we need to mix things up. This one's actually better in the win matchup, which did come in handy. 3 Edgar because it gets everything and it triggers your Sabins. I don't need to explain that card. The best Sabin and probably the best card in the deck. It just does everything you ever wanted to, and because of that we're playing not 6 but 9 because damn he fine.
So basically a mono Sabin deck.
Essentially you just want to shoot for as many SFX as you possibly can, and to facilitate that we also play the 3 Go-Go because of the Sabin interaction. On top of that we have the new Umaro, which fulfills a similar function. I went for 3 because you just need to see the card. You need to always have it live. I've seen a lot of games where they only play 2 and they never see a result. So it's just maxing out on your best cards to make it as consistent as possible.
Yes.
That being said, we still play one of the 7 and one of the 2, which is very good. This card, with Go-Go, being able to haste and then discard 4, can massively swing a game if people don't expect it.
Yes.
Following up, we have Celeste's Searching Block, discarding from time to time, and the party freeze in particular can be very powerful because it really kills your opponent. Mog is free, Mog gets us a draw, and on damage 3, which a lot of people forget, you'll get the Dull Freeze
and the draw.
So you just plus insane value. The card is exactly what the doctor ordered.
It's a free cost and it triggers with lock perfectly.
Big shout out to this guy, to Vargas, absolutely carried 2 games because you were able to Umaro with Go-Go to kill 2 forwards, plus the Umaro's left. So that's a 9k buff that Vargas gets. So all of a sudden, the opponent's staring at a 16k forward, and they just can't get over that. Following off 2 General Leo, we don't play summon, so this card is very good in the deck. And timing it is very important, but if you can do that, you should win the game. That's it for the forwards. We have 3 Banana Man. This Banana Man's amazing. Setzer is also amazing. This Terra catches a lot of people out. In my top 8, I took 3 damage, 2 of which were Terra, and that was quite bad. And then rounding off the fire backups, we have 3 Good Boy Interceptor, 3 Shadow. You can get this with Umaro to get a double ping if you need it, and 2 Cyan because he's a name. And that just about does it.
So that's exactly 50 cards. And why did you opt to play for this deck?
It's very much a comfort pick. I love Fire Ice. I played Cat 6 a lot, and I was coming back to the game after a hiatus, so I wanted something nice and simple and easy to play. It just happens to be a perfect timing of everything, being able to play a deck that you enjoy that is also really good at the same time.
So you went all to the final, so what kind of matchup did you all have? I assume almost everything?
I faced a fair bit, so I had a couple soirees, Water Lightning, Kingsclaves appeared once. These matchups are really easy because Lock just outvantages everything they can do. An Ice Wind, and this is where you have to play a little differently. Because you can use 3 CP Lock with haste plus a follow-up Celeste party haste. So rather than trying to out-advantage them, which against Wind is a bit more difficult, you put the early pressure on them. They have to slam all their stuff just to stay in the game. And then that means you can generate later advantage. I played a really good mono-win match in the semi-final, and that went the distance because even though I had a great early start, he was still able to recover. So that's why you got to take things slow and just build up your advantage, and eventually you'll win. Suarez is very coin flip. If they open the nuts or get the EX bursts, what can you do at that point?
Yeah, but that's EX bursts. That's part of the game.
That's part of the game.
So, were there any of these difficult to deal with?
Suarez and Wind posed a bit of a challenge. I think the deck is very well-rounded in the sense that it's a solid 6 against pretty much every deck out there. There's no real painful matchups apart from maybe a niche card like a Rosa, for example, which this deck cannot interact with at all.
Right. Okay, so we have seen the deck list. Is there any changes you would make to improve for the next tournament?
There isn't much I would. I think this is a very happy medium of where it wants to be. I'd probably maybe swap a 7 Umaro for another 2.
So drop the 7 and go for 2.
Go for 2, but I think that maybe because I didn't play the matchups where the 7 was relevant, or the 4 was always good, the 2 is also really good, so the 7 never really did anything. So I swapped those around, but otherwise I'm happy with where it is.
Okay, so thank you for the deck profile. Is there any last words?
Shout out to Firestorm, best locals in the country.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.